Yeah, which question number or maybe that first line if you let me know. Okay, then we'll discuss those questions. Is this one completed? This question. Length and breadth are given. The length of the largest rod that can measure length and breadth of the field exactly is. This is application part actually. So what's the answer for this? Answer is C, 5. Okay, 5 meters is correct in fact. So they're asking HCF indirectly here. The question related to HCF it is highest common factor for 55 and 45. This is basic question but not mentioned anywhere in the question. This is a HCF and all. We have to understand that they are applying HCF. So how can I know HCF, sir? One is like largest, biggest, highest, tall. Okay, high H stands for highest, largest, or greatest, and all. We have to go for okay this one. And second thing, okay, they're asking commonly measuring. See, these two should be measured by same one, right? So they should be 5 meters length. If suppose I have a 5 meter scale, I use it 11 times. Can I measure 55 meters? Exactly. I have 5 meter scale. If I use 11 times, 55 meters length is exactly measurable. If I have a 5 meters length, okay, if I use 9 times, I can measure 45 meters exactly. That's what they're asking. Exactly that should be measured. So why not 11, sir? If I take 11, I cannot measure 45 exactly. 11 fours 44. 45 cannot be measured exactly. So what is the largest one which is okay used? The largest length of the rod used to measure this exactly is this 5 meters. LCM and HCF concept. They didn't mention the question LCM and HCF, but still we need to apply. Next question, okay, here they mentioned LCM and HCF and all, and now we need to calculate larger of the two numbers. See this. They given the question LCM and HCF. If two numbers are the ratio 1:4, the larger of the two numbers is what? They given LCM of two numbers is 84, HCF of two numbers is 21. The two numbers are the ratio 1:4, then the larger of the two numbers is what? What's your answer? So answer is 84. Okay, see, the two numbers are 1:4 they given, right? So first number can be taken as x, second number can be taken as 4x. We have two numbers, one number is x, other number is 4x I can take. Now what is HCF for these two is nothing but x, which is common in both. Highest value which is common in both is x, because first number is x only. Maximum common is x. I cannot go beyond that. So x is nothing but HCF. That they given the question already. HCF is 21 means nothing but x equal to 21. The largest number is b, which is 4x. As you mentioned, 4 into 21, 84 is the answer. LCM and HCF concept. HCF indirectly given. If they given some ratio of two numbers is 1:4, then the common thing is nothing but HCF. So what is LCM, sir? 1 into 4 into x is LCM. Suppose ratio is 2:3, let it be. Okay, not this 1:4. As 1 is there, you may think in a different way. Okay, if you have ratio 2:3, okay, means 2k, 3k is the numbers. K is HCF, LCM is 2 into 3 into k. Don't write k two times, one time only. 2 into 3 into k is nothing but LCM. Ratio is 4:5, sir. 4k, 5k, k is HCF, LCM is 4 into 5 into k, 20k. They ask LCM, obviously that's what. Now, good question this is. Three numbers are there. Now they're asking HCF for you. Now, this point what I discussed just now, will help you actually. LCM is given. You need to calculate HCF. I discussed for 2 points, 4 is to 5, 2 ratios. What is LCM? But here 3 is given. 3 is to 4 is to 5. Their HCF is what? So one basic point you always need to keep in mind. LCM must be divisible by HCF. Here all options are divisible only. 2400 is divided by 40, 2400 is divided by 80, divided by 120, divided by 200. Okay, all are satisfying that property. There is one important property, LCM must be divisible by HCF. If there is any option which is not dividing 2400, you can eliminate, but all options are okay dividing the 2400 are factors of 2400. Fine. But now first see what is HCF here is. We'll take the numbers as 3K, 4K, 5K. HCF is K. Yeah, we'll calculate. HCF is we call it like K. What is LCM? Listen. For this question, wait. For this question, bit lucky enough, you got 3 into 4 into 5 into K, but it's not mandatory. Suppose if LCM is 3 is to, the ratio is 3 is to 4 is to 6, 3, 4, 6, then product of 3 into 4 into 6 into K may be work, may not work. Here 3 and 4 there is nothing common to cancel. 4 and 5 also nothing common to cancel. But if it is 3 is to 4 is to 6, for 4 and 6 there is something to cancel. For 3 and 6 there is something to cancel. But I will suggest you how to take this LCM is which is common in all. Okay, pull that out. LCM of 3, 4, 5. K into LCM of 3, 4, 5. LCM of 3, 4, 5. Yeah, for 3 prime number 3 power 1. What is the basic method? Writing given number as prime number power. 3 as 3 power 1, 4 as 2 square, 5 as 5 power 1. We have to write all common prime numbers. Well, sorry, all prime numbers for LCM and each one highest power. All prime numbers I have to write 2, 3, 5. So anyhow 3 into 4 into 5 only. But here okay, but not all the time. Just I want to tell you, see, LCM of 3, 4, 6 is different. LCM for 3, 4, 5 is different. Okay, I said for the previous question, if there is two numbers, 4 is to 5, take 4K, 5K, LCM is 4 into 5 into K. But don't apply that for 3 ratios. It may work, may not work. Here for this question, it is working, but not in all cases. That's what my worry is. So always pull that common thing out. Do remaining LCM for 3, 4, 5. If you try LCM for 3, 4, 5, it's nothing but 60 because 3 power 1 into 2 square into 5 power 1. How such? Every number you have to write prime number power. All prime numbers should be written and each one highest power it will be 60K. They given that as 2400. Yeah, answer 40 is correct. Yeah, few of your friends given that answer. Good. K, HCF they are asking. K is nothing but 40. K is nothing but 40. LCM is given. LCM we got 60K. That is nothing but 2400. So we can find K value here as 440. See the next question. This one we did last class, one pendulum. We need to come to same level. We discussed in previous class like okay, for 57 times 608 times, no, both should be same times. Both should be for one time or both should be for 57 times. Like this is discussed in last class. That's why still that note is there. The other question, yeah, this is not discussed. We need to focus. Starting from his house, one day a student walks at a speed of 2.5, I think it seems, 2.5 kilometer per hour, and reaches his school 6 minutes late. Next day, he increased the speed by 1 kilometer per hour and reaches the school 6 minutes early. How far is the school from his house? This is time and distance related. Time and distance related question related to time and distance. Here is okay. Starting from his house, one day a student walks at 2.5 kilometer per hour and reaches his school 6 minutes late. Fine. Next day, he increases his speed. So as speed is increasing, time taken is less. Now he is early by 6 minutes. Previously late, now he is early. Okay, now how far is his school from his house? They'll ask like this, or sometimes they'll ask you what speed you need to maintain to go school on time. With one speed he is going late, with other speed, its second speed is how much? 3.5. With 2.5 he is late, with 3.5 he is early. What speed he need to maintain to reach on time? It's not 3 kilometer per hour. It is not 3 kilometer per hour for information. Many people may be interrupting like that. Okay, that question also will complete here. With 2.5 kilometer per hour speed, I am 6 minutes late. Okay, student or maybe that boy is 6 minutes late, and with 3.5 kilometer per hour from home to school, 6 minutes early. Now sometimes they'll ask you if you want to travel on time, what speed you need to maintain. That's the other question. But first here they're asking from school. Yeah, this is from house to school. Okay, distance. All cases he is traveling from house to school. Okay, they are asking distance from house to school. There is a shortcut actually. If you want to, I'll just let you know. Then we'll discuss about the original method as well. The shortcut is nothing but product of the speeds 2.5 into 3.5 divided by difference. Difference is 1 into time gain. See, previously you were 6 minutes late, now you are 6 minutes early. How much you gain time? 6 minutes late and become 6 minutes early. So when speed is increased, definitely we'll save some time. So previously late by 6 minutes, now 6 minutes early. You can analyze this situation like you are 6 rupees loss, now you are in 6 rupees profit. What is the change happen? Is it 0? 12 minutes you save. As speed is increased, definitely time will be less. How much less is 12 minutes less? So here the shortcut is actually product of the speeds divided by difference between speeds into time gain. Time gain here is 12 minutes, but I'm converting to hours because speed is in which units? Kilometer per distance they're asking in kilometers. So timing must be in hours. Okay, time gain is 12 minutes here, but in terms of hours we can divide by 60. We can do that dividing by 60. So 1, this is 5 times, this is 0.5 times. So half of 3.5 is 1.75 kilometers. 1.75 kilometers. But many people may not understand how you got that formula and all. We'll discuss. Okay, this is the shortcut way you can solve the question. Product of the speeds divided by difference between speeds into time gain. The other method which we can follow is, let us take, okay, you are coming on time to the school, means time is t. You are taking 6 minutes late means, how can I write t minus 6? You are late, extra time taken, t plus 6 minutes. This can be written as t minus 6 minutes. So the second method, not only with the point, okay, calculating distance, I'm in a worry about calculating the speed as well. What speed you need to maintain to come on time? They may ask you that question also. Okay, so that's why I'm going with that. In this method, to concentrate on speed as well. This shortcut method will give only distance, not speed. Okay, so but this one will give speed, all those things. Okay, the first thing is like, see, distance is constant in all these cases. First one, distance is how much? D, yeah, distance D, speed is 2.5, time is t plus 6. Next one, speed is 3.5, time is 2 minus 6. Now, what I do, here I'll just go ahead with T1 minus T2. Two timings difference. T1 minus T2. If you want to, how that formula came also, this is what the thing. T1 minus T2. First one is taking more time, late, right? T1 minus T2 is nothing but 12 minutes. Time is distance by speed. First one distance D, speed is 2.5. Second one distance is D, speed is, actually this is the one which we developed the formula. If you take, okay, here D, if you take common, the difference between the speeds, denominator is product of speeds. Here time gain, 12 minutes. Now if you want D, time gain into product of speeds divided by difference between speeds. Okay, you are getting distance here. This is to calculate the distance. But if you want to calculate regarding the speed, we need to worry about, yeah, distance is anyhow 2.5 into 3.5 divided by 1. The 12 minutes, as we mentioned, we have to convert into hours. So divide by 60. Doing all that, we got 1.75 kilometers. Difference between the timings, that's what time gain. Second one speed is more, that's why less time taken. First one speed is less, it is taking more time. So the difference is what? 12 minutes we got. But now how to calculate the speed? We want speed. This is fine. We got distance with the shortcut, that the formula developed from this method. Okay, but if you want to calculate the speed, what can be done? It's not 3 for your information. If you calculate close to 3 kilometer per hour, but not 3. Everyone try this, how to calculate the speed if you want to go to school on time. With 2.5 you are late, with 6 minutes, yeah, here we are going early with 3.5. Now I'll give one idea for you, some other concept, progressions concept I am involving here. If suppose AP and HP, whether you know AP and HP in progressions, arithmetic progression, harmonic progression, geometric progression, right? Before going further, what is the relation between time and speed? Is it directly proportional, inversely proportional? Inversely, right? AP and HP relationship? Inverse. Each term in HP is inverse to AP. If AP terms are A plus D, A plus 2D, HP terms are 1 upon A, 1 upon A plus D, 1 upon A plus 2D, right? Now here, if you observe clearly, timing is in AP. Then speeds must satisfy HP. Okay, if you take first two, or you can use that. I'm just giving that thought also in your mind. You can apply that trick also. Arithmetic mean, harmonic mean, geometric mean. Arithmetic mean, if two terms are given, how to calculate arithmetic mean? A plus B divided by 2. If A and B are given, A plus B divided by 2 is arithmetic mean. What about geometric mean? If X and Y are given, square root of X into Y or A into B. Harmonic mean, if two terms are given, no idea. Okay, fine. So we need to go back to that basic. Okay, if terms are in AP, A, B, C are in AP. Okay, HP means 1 upon A. Fine. First I'll go for HP, then I'll come to AP. Let us say A, B, C are in HP. Then I can climb 1 upon A, 1 upon B, 1 upon C are in AP. As per this, the relationship in AP is difference must be same. 1 by B minus 1 upon, so 1 upon B, 1 upon A, 1 upon C minus 1 upon B, both must be equal. Agree? First two terms difference, second term, third term difference must be equal, same. Now, this minus 1 upon B will come to this side, it will be 2 upon B. Here 1 upon A plus 1 upon C, it is AC, A plus C upon AC. B is nothing but middle one. Harmonic mean means middle one. What is B here is 2 into A into C divided by A plus C. Okay, so if terms HP, okay, AP and all. Now I just want to introduce this concept to that question. There are many methods to solve, but here for this question I got that thought because we know time and speed are inversely related. Yes, here AP and HP also inversely related. And here time is in AP. If you observe 6 minutes late, let it be plus 6. This is on time 0, minus 6. What it may be, if you take differences are same, 6, 6 like that. Now, this one is A, this one is C. You are calculating B, harmonic mean. You can apply, okay, harmonic mean concept to, yeah, mean means middle one. I have two values, middle for that is mean. I want middle one only here. Why I am applying harmonic mean here? Harmonic progression, why? Time is in AP, so speed must be in HP. So I want that unknown. So as per the discussion whatever we did so far, 2 into A into C upon A plus C. So if you observe, if you do entire, I said close to 3 will come, but the answer is not 3. Many people maybe say this is 6 minutes 0 and all 2.5, 3.5. No. If you want to go on time, the speed you need to maintain to go on time is 2.5 into 3.5 divided by 3, which is 8.75 divided by 3. 3 2 times 6 and we have 2.9 close to that. That's what, okay, 2.91667 like that it will come. It's close to 3 but not 3. Speed to be maintained is close to 3, 2.916 kilometer per hour like that. If suppose speeds are in AP, timing should be in HP. If speeds are in AP, then timing should be in HP. We are applying that AP and HP concept here. Actually, this is not the question. They given a different one. We are done with that. We extended because this might be a thought, and many people will do if I ask this question. If option 3 is there, many will mark 3 as the answer. But you have to understand it's not okay. Already timing is in AP, speed is not in AP then. It won't satisfy. This is average speed related question. Average speed. Or okay, basic question, not only average speed, I think not required average speed, time and distance simple. Average speed also part of time and distance only. Time and distance. A car complete a journey in 10 hours. He travels first half of the journey. Very important here, first half of the journey means half of the distance, not timing. Many people have a wrong perception here. 10 hours, first half of the journey means 5 hours, next 5 hours, no. First half of the journey means half of the distance. You want to travel 200 kilometers, then 100 kilometers at 21 kilometer per hour, remaining 100 kilometers at 24 kilometer per hour. Half of the journey is related to distance, not related to timing, please. The total journey in kilometers is, at least you can see the flow, total journey, half of the journey, total journey in kilometers, half of the journey is half of the distance. Total time taken to complete the journey is 10 hours. Done with the question? What's the answer from your end? Those who are done with the question, let me know the answer. It's a basic question. Total distance, let us consider as D. Right? So half of the journey means D by 2. See, 2 timings must be equal to 10. First half of the journey, second half of the journey. First half of the journey is D by 2 with the speed 21 km per hour. Time is distance by speed. Next half of the journey, D by 2 with speed 24 km per hour is 10. It's very simple. Time is distance by speed. See the question in a basic way. No need to search for the formulas. In time and distance, every question, time is distance by speed or distance is speed into time. That's it. Nothing more required. You have those basic three things. You have to calculate D here. Equation solving required. A denominator 6 is common actually. 2 into 3 here, 2 into 3 will be there. Here 1 upon 7, 1 upon 8 equal to 10. So D into 15 equal to 60 into 7 into 8. 15 4 times 4 into 56, which is 224. Answer is 224. Check it out once. Total distance is considered as D. First half of the journey, I clearly mentioned first half of the journey is half of the distance, not half of the timing. Okay, so always look into this type of things clearly. Next question also time and distance related stuff. Initially LCM and HCF couple of questions. Now time and distance related questions. Since Cisco edit process, most of the questions from reasoning, few from quant they are asking. Few from quant, but as competition is heavy, they may ask difficult questions. That's why we just want to revise all topics. Whether this is done in your regular class or not, we're just going with all topics. Every topic, no need of okay, all those formulas and all. You just see the question with basic nature itself, we can attempt it. Not an issue. If any concept required, we'll definitely discuss. Now here, while traveling 25 km per hour and walking at the rate of 4 km per hour, whole journey taken 5 hours 48 minutes. What's the distance from the village? It's almost similar to previous one. Previously 10 hours is the time taken. Half plus half. Here, okay, A to B plus B to A. From village to post office, VP. From village to post office or PV or what it may be, A to B, B to A. Okay, A to B with 25 km per hour, B to A with 4 km per hour. The total time taken is 5 hours 48 minutes. Now the question is distance from village to office. And definitely it's not 28 or 28.4. Directly I can eliminate C and D. Why C and D eliminated is, see, if it is 28 kilometers, 4 km per hour, it will take 7 hours. But total time taken, one way itself 7 hours will take. With 4 km per hour, if you want to travel 28 kilometers, it will take 7 hours. One way only, without considering return. I want 5 hours 40, so definitely these two are wrong. It will be 22 or 20. I think if you go with 20, there 5 hours. 20 divided by 25 is 4, yeah, 20. You can do option verification like this. I'll give original method as well. So I'm going with 20 kilometers, 4 km per hour means 5 hours. Next, same 20 kilometers with 25 km per hour, 4 by 5th of the hour. So 4 by 5th of the hour, yeah, you have to convert that into minutes. 4 by 5th of the hour, 1 hour is 60 minutes. We have to convert into minutes. Okay, you got 48 minutes exactly. 4 into 12, 48 minutes. So from village to office 48, return 5 hours. 5 hours 48 minutes is correct with option A. This is option verification. Or else you can go with T1 plus T2. Distance I don't know, D divided by 25 plus D divided by 4 is 5 hours. 48 minutes should be divided by 60 to convert into hours. So you can do like this D calculation. You can do directly like this also. You can calculate D, okay, because total time taken. This is time taken to move from village to post office, then post office to village. Here if we take D common, denominator is 100, 25 into 4. Numerator is 4 plus 25, 29. Here this side 5 into 5, 25 plus 4, 29 divided by 5. 29, 29 cancel, 100 divided by 5 is 20. You can do directly like this or you can do option verification. It's all up to you. What way you want to solve, it's all up to you. One is option verification above, below one is direct method to attack the question. Last three questions are also a bit similar. Previous one total time taken 10 hours for half plus half journey, but here A to B plus B to A. So any doubt in this question, please? Next again time and distance related stuff. An increase in the speed of car by 10 km per hour saves 1 hour in a journey of 200 kilometers. Find initial speed of the car. Initially you are traveling with certain speed. Now if that speed is increased by 10 km per hour, you will save 1 hour in a journey of 200 kilometers. Find the initial speed of the car. If speed is increased by 10 km per hour, then timing 1 hour will be saved. Okay, that's in a journey of 200 kilometers. Previous speed is S, speed is now S plus 10. Previous time taken is t. Now time taken is t minus 1 hour. Distance also given. You need to calculate initial speed. So the formula what we discussed is actually applicable only when distance is constant. Distance is product of the speeds divided by difference between speeds into time gain. Here time gain is how much? Here time gain in this question. Saves when speed is increased, time will decrease. How much time decrease is what time gain. Distance is 200. Product of the speeds s into s plus 10. Difference between speeds is 10. S is initial speed here. S is my initial speed. Now new speed is s plus 10. Right. Into time gain anyhow 1 hour only. Now product of two terms with 10 difference should be 2000. It's possible with 40 and 50 only. 40 is the original speed. Product of two terms with 10 difference should be 2000. No, sir, I don't know that formula. In exam, I didn't get that idea. No problem. We'll see the other approach. Yeah, that's also the case. Okay, we don't remember all these formulas in exam. Just now, as we discussed, we're recalling that distance is product of the speeds divided by difference between speeds into time gain. That formula applicable when distance is constant and speeds are varying. When speed is more, definitely time will be saved. Time gain or time saving or time difference. All are similar. Answer 40. Initial speed is 40. Later it is 50. Or what you can do, you can go ahead with this other approach. Distance is 200 anyhow. First one timing minus second one timing is 1 hour. Yes or no? First one timing compared to first one, second one is taking 1 hour less. First one is taking 1 hour more than the second one. So what is first one timing is 200 is the distance. Speed is second one 200 is the distance. Speed is okay. Cross multiplying same thing. You will get this similar equation. You will get S value 40. See, don't create too many unknowns. Two equations, instead of solving two equations, I given only one equation. Sir, distance 200, S is speed, T is time taken. Distance 200, speed is S plus 10, time taken T minus 1. S and T are two unknowns. We can form two equations and solve. But I am bringing that to one equation only. Instead of worrying with two equations, let's come to one equation. That's better. Okay, instead of that, this is easy. When unknowns are less, equation solving is good. Okay, the timing also reduced to one equation. T is unknown. By taking differences, it is easy for us now. Okay, instead of going with normal one, take differences. 40 kilometer per hour. Or else there is one more method. 200 equal to S into T. 200 equal to S plus 10 into T minus 1. Two equations, two unknowns. Okay, S equal to 200 by T. Substituting 200 by T or solving that. We can do that model also, but time taken. In exam, we have hardly 1 minute. That's what our idea. So we should solve within a minute. Now this question, excellent question, related to time and distance again. But this is called okay circular race actually. But in fact, fine, no problem. We'll do it normal case also. But see the question first. This is next level question compared to all what we discussed. The jogging track in a stadium has 726 meters in circumference. That is meters, but speed is in kilometer per hour. Timings are in minutes. All are different. We need to be a bit careful. Speed is in kilometer per hour. Distance is in meters. Timing is in minutes. Okay, as anyhow we need minutes, we will be careful regarding calculations. Fine. So Rakesh and Ismail start from the same point and walk in opposite direction. Now listen, you people want to, okay, let's say we have a, okay, here also circumference, circle shape is there. In our garden, we have circle shape. Okay, two people starting from our admin block entrance. One person going in that way, one person going in this way. They had to meet means total distance covered is equal to, you started, okay, in a circle, you started from this point, one person going in this way, one person going in this way. They'll definitely go and meet in between, not exactly in the middle. Both speeds equal means in the middle they'll meet, but first guy's speed is more, so the first guy will travel more, so maybe close to second they'll meet at this point. This is meeting point, they meet. This is starting point, right? Now, okay, see, everywhere time is distance by speed, all those stuff only, right? Here also timing they given, distance by speed. Now point to be discussed is, yes, so what is the distance, what is the speed? Now opposite direction speeds must be, see, if only one person going to travel and coming to this point will take more time. As two people are traveling, it will take less time to meet. That to opposite direction. So time taken is less means speed is more. So speed should be added. Distance, together they are traveling. Distance together what they travel. Together they are covering, right? 726 meters. Circumference means that's only okay. See, they are not giving radius of the garden. Are given circumference. Circumference means what? Length of the wire or perimeter of that. Perimeter. Yeah, we can call perimeter of rectangle. Like that, we can use perimeter of circle. Circumference is perimeter of circle. I have a wire. I formed a circle. What is the length of the wire? It's nothing but circumference only. Length of the wire. Yeah, this length. This is circumference only given. So together they covered 726 meters. Together 726 only. Yeah, first person travel more than the second person, fine. But together, if you want to meet, okay, you have to cover that. Suppose you are traveling from A to B, other friend traveling from B to A, 120 kilometers gap. They are meeting means together they have to travel 120. From A to B, one person, from B to other person, distance between them 120 kilometers. They are meeting means together they have to travel 120. First person more or second person more. It depends on speeds at what time they started, all those factors. But here, together they covered 726 meters. So time is distance. This is minutes. I'm writing that. Meters, sorry. We want in minutes. Okay. Distance is 726 meters. Denominator speeds must be subtracted. Subtracted or added? Opposite direction, right? Adding. We have to add addition for sure. So numerator 726 meters, denominator 8.25 kilometers. So 8.25 kilometers per hour per 60 minutes. 8.25 kilometer per hour. Why you are converting into minutes, sir? Why? Options are in that. In fact, 8.25 kilometers can be written as 8,250 meters. The 60 will go to numerator. Now we need to do this calculation. I hope in denominator everything is fine for you. 8,250. So this zero get cancelled. And what are cancellations is there? Yeah, 3 2 times. 3 275 times it is. So numerator is 1452. Denominator 275. The answer should be in minutes. Okay, see, it's simple. Look, don't do that calculations as it's better. Is it more than 5, less than 6, or greater than 6? That you can do. 275 into 6 if you do, it will be 1600 into 6. No. So it should be more than 5 and less than 6, and it should be close to 6 it seems. I think 5.65 or 28. 28. Check once. Okay. 5.28 minutes. Fine. Check it once from your end. Okay. Is it 5.28 or 5.6? After first term, you may anyhow get okay 275 times 275 into 5 times will give anyhow 1375. So close to that. So definitely 5.8. So why 726? Why speeds are added? Why kilometers to okay meters, and why this minutes, hours to minutes? This is what okay we have to understand. Now if they're traveling in same direction, same question, if they travel in same direction, what is the change will come? The denominator minus numerator distance. Think. Okay, you may do wrong, but let's come out of that. What is the correct one? I'll let you know. Yeah, as you mentioned, if they're traveling in same direction, denominator speed should be subtracted. 4.5 minus 3.75. Now I'm questioning you, what will be the numerator distance? They travel in the same direction. Distance will be 726 meters only. Why, sir? First person should travel 726 more than second person. Then only he'll come and meet. See, first person completed one round. By the time second person completed round 2, then only he can meet. They have to meet. Fine. So they both are keep traveling. First person should travel one round more than the second person. Then only he can come and travel, come and meet the second person, right? So whose speed is more here? And yeah, that I am considering that as a first person. That guy should travel one round more than the other guy. Then only in next round he can come, because both start at same time. First one speed is more, he will be in leading. Second person lagging. So first one person should lead in such a way he should travel one round extra than the other guy. Then only he can come and meet. One round extra, so that one round distance is 726 meters. So distance is same only, but meaning is different. Here why 726 is they are together covering one round. Opposite direction, together they are covering one round. In same direction 726 meaning is first person should travel one round more than the second person, then only he can meet that guy as they are traveling in same direction. Understand the meaning. Numerical wise, okay, 726 in both cases. This is actually circular race or circular motion. Advanced concept in time and distance we have races and games topic. Remaining all fine, but this is what okay. As they given opposite direction easy, but they given same direction. They may ask you second time when they meet. Here, what is they given here? First time. If they ask in same direction, second time meeting. Here opposite direction, second time meeting, or third time when they'll meet. They may ask different cases like that. Right, so fine. And okay, that too lucky enough here both started at the same time. I may tell you, okay, like first person started after 10 minutes, second person started. At what time they meet? There are a lot of new questions that we can develop from these concepts and all. That's all comes under circular race. As the circular shape, race and games, there you have circular race as well, one of the concepts. What about this question answer? If a person walks at 14 km per hour instead of 10 km per hour, he would have walked 20 kilometers more. Obviously, when speed is more, distance traveled is more. The actual distance traveled by him. Actual distance means with 10 kilometer per hour speed. They said instead of 10, if I travel at 14, his original speed is 10. If he travel at 14, he may cover 20 extra. Good question. Simple looks, but good question. Yes, 50 is correct answer. 50 kilometers is correct answer. It's not because of 10 multiple. 80 and 70 also 10 multiple. With 10 kilometer per hour, you need to think of. See, here very simple logic is 14 kilometer per hour speed, 10 kilometer per hour speed. What is the speeds difference? 4 kilometer in 1 hour. But they said the distance is 20 kilometers means 5 hours. So actually with 10 kilometer per hour, some distance you travel. With 14 kilometer per hour, some distance you travel. Okay, with 14 is 20 more than the 10 they said. With first one speed, right? So actual distance between the difference between the speeds is, this is what I'm going in a simple way. I'm not using formula. Okay, with 4 kilometer per hour is the difference. Means first that, okay, with the new speed you can travel 4 kilometers extra in 1 hour. But I want how much to be more? They said in the question 20 more. Means that will happen in 5 hours. Means both traveled 5 hours. With 10 kilometer per hour 5 hours means 50 kilometers. With 14 kilometer per hour 5 hours means 70 kilometers. What's the difference here? Distance 20 extra. That's what they said, 20 extra. With 14 speed you may travel 20 kilometer extra than 10 kilometer per hour speed. Yes, that will happen for 5 hours. They didn't give a timing. Okay, you have to understand that. If they travel for 1 hour 4 kilometers, I want 20 kilometers means they should travel for 5 hours. Actual speed is 10. If it is increased to 14, then it may travel 20 extra. Original actual distance is 50 only. Some people may confuse because 70 and 50 both are there. Okay, you have to go with 50 here, not 70. Done? The smallest number by which 136 must be multiplied so that it becomes a perfect square. We want perfect square with what number? Smallest number to be multiplied. Switch on that fans. Go for it. Or you can switch on AC. Sometimes they'll ask you smallest number to be added. Can anyone say smallest number to be added to become a perfect square? Added 8. 144 is a perfect square. Subtracted, smallest number to be subtracted. 121 means 15 should be subtracted. They'll ask like that. What's the smallest number to be added? Okay, to become a perfect square, subtracted, divided, multiplied. Here they're asking regarding multiplied. So then better write given number whatever it is in prime numbers power. Then see, if it is 2 power even number means that's a perfect square. Power is not even number means you have to make sure. See, if prime number power 5 square is there, it's a perfect square. 5 power 4 also perfect square. 5 power 6 also perfect square. I need to make sure write given number as prime number power, and each prime number power should be even. If it is not even, so we should multiply with that number to make it as a even. Okay, so 136, it's divided by 4. We can go with 4 into 34. Okay, yeah, 8 into 17, which is 2 power 3 into 17 power 1. Both powers are not even number. So I should multiply by 2. Then 2 power 4 will come. Okay, perfect square. 17 also I should multiply by 17 as well. Then 17 square will come. So 2 into 17 is your answer. Sometimes they'll ask you with what number you need to divide. Also 2 and 17 only. If you divide by 2 and 17, then it will be 4 only. 8, yeah, 4. 4 is a perfect square already. The only thing whether it is multiplied or divided, power should be even number. After writing prime number power, prime numbers power should be even. 2 power 3, power is 3. I want even 4. They ask to multiply means 4, increasing the power. So I should multiply by 2. Here I have to multiply by 70, then only power should be perfect square. If they ask perfect cube, can anyone answer this question now? With what number to be multiplied, minimum number to be multiplied, to make it as a perfect cube. Perfect cube means power should be 3 multiples. 17 square. With what number, least number to be divided to make it as a perfect cube? 17. If you divide by 17, it 8 perfect cube. Okay, if you want to multiply, multiply with 17 square. Okay, then that's what they may ask you most of the time. They're asking perfect square only. They ask perfect cube, fine, no problem. I think we can do option verification here. A least 4-digit perfect square whose first 2 digits and last 2 digits taken separately are also perfect squares. Least they are asking again. Least one. First 2 digits is a perfect square. And last 2 digits taken separately are also perfect square. Overall also perfect square required. See, some people, yeah, overall also perfect square required. See, at least 4 digit. What's the term? A least 4 digit perfect square. 4 digit perfect square. Least one is actually 1024. But 10 is not perfect square. 32 square is a, yeah, 31 square is 961. It's 3 digit last one. First one is 1024. But here 10 is not perfect square, 24 is not perfect square. I want individually perfect square and it's okay. Don't simply say, okay, 16, 16, sir. 16 not 9. Okay, but 16 not 9 is not perfect. So 1681. This is 41 square. 41 square is 1681. That's the one which is satisfied, least one. Yeah, with the 16, first of all, least one is among options is D. It's a perfect square or not, we need to check. 41 square it's actually. You know 40 square how much? If you know 40 square, 41 square, I think we can do. I hope I discussed this a long back. If you want 41 square, simple 40 square plus 40 plus 41. If you know previous number, next number will be like this. 40, yeah, not only for 41. If you want 46 square, 45 square plus 45 plus 46. If you know previous one. 40 square is 1600 plus 81. 1681. 16 is individually perfect square. First 2 digits, last 2 digits, 81 is perfect square, overall perfect square also. 1681. The population of a village increases at 5% per annum. If present population is 8,000, in after how many years the population become 9,261 is the question. What's the answer? In how many years it become 9,261? 3 years. Okay. See, simple. How much should be increased overall? 8,000 become 1,261 means 9,000 to 1,261 is the extra, right? See, there are two concepts. One is like, see, 8,000. One method is like this. You increase 5%. For 8,000, 10% is 800, 5% is 400. Now it is 8,400 after first year. Second year, 5% increase from 8,400. Okay, for 8,400, 5% should be increased. As calculator not allowed in many exams, so I'm just giving you this method. Or else the other method simple, 8,000 into 105%. How many times you have to do so that you should get 9,261. Okay, 105% because 5% increase. Okay, but as calculator not allowed in exam, so that's what I'm giving you all this. So 8,400, 10% for that is 840, 5% means 420. It become 8,820. How many years completed so far? 2 years completed. Next year, again 5%, 8,820, 10% is 882, 5% means 441, which is 9,261. So in 3 years it is happened. Option B, in 3 years we reach 9,260. This is actually compound interest concept only. You are taken 8,000 loan. After 3 years it become 9,261. Okay, how many years it is required to become 9,261? Every year rate of interest is 5% per annum. Compound interest concept and this concept both same. In how many years? Okay, 8,000 become 9,261 with compound interest at 5% per annum. Same way you have to do. This is one method of handling. I'll give another method also. Maybe second method will feel bit better for you. Okay, total 1,261 extra required. So in 3 years it is going to be satisfied. Next question, I'll give some time. One among you need to explain that as well. What are the question? It may be next one. We'll see. Fine. So let's see about the another method here to solve this question. See, 5% for 8,000 is how much? First year, I'm writing F1. 5% for 8,000 is 400. Second year is 400 plus 5% for that. What is 5% for 400? 20. So second year is 420. I want 1,261. Now 400, 420 is 820 only. I didn't reach 1,261 extra required. This is all about what is the extra. First year population increased by 400. Second year population increased by 420. Total 1,261, right? So third year, 420 plus 5% of that. What is 5% for 420? 10% is 42, removing 10. 5% is 21. So 441. Adding all these three, 400, 420, 441 will leads to 961. So in 3 years it's happened. 961 extra required. Sorry, 1,261. 1,261. We already know 1,261 is what extra we require. That's obtained in 3 years. First year 400 increase, second year 420 increase, third year 441 increase. Maybe they ask you in exam like third year how much population increased. Okay, only in third year how much population increased. This method will give directly. Only in second year how much increase everything. In fact, this values you see here itself. 400, here 420, here 441. 400, 420, 441. Here itself you can answer. The same thing we are doing here. This is actually from compound interest concept. In compound interest, we are using this method to solve the questions. Now this question I am giving time, so let's think about the question. If they mention interest, they not mentioned annually, compound word is not there. We can go default simple interest. See, generally if they don't tell anything, we'll do things which is simple. Compound interest is difficult, simple interest is easy. So when they not mention the question, we can consider simple interest. Whether we discussed any question so far using mixtures and allegations, some butterfly diagram, into mark, any question we solved so far? Into mark, taking difference, putting in opposite side. We solved any question that model? See, this question I'll handle in two ways. One using simple interest concept, other one is using mixtures and allegations, mixing. Can I okay? Can I know? Let me know that. Okay, is it 106 is a interest from both together or only one among them? Both, right? So from both of them together. First one and second one, both interest together is 106. That's a mixing one. Mixing, adding. When it is mixing and adding, we can use mixtures and allegations, right? So listen, as per that question for 1200, mixing value means we should put in middle. This is one method which is easy. Second one using simple interest concept, which you people know, that I also will discuss. But this method, if you understand, this is what we're expecting from you people. Application knowledge. Mixtures and allegations, some other topic. This is simple interest, other topic. Combining those, and why that's required is it is taking less time. Now listen, if the 12, wait, see this. If 1200 entire amount is given for 5%, what is the interest should come? 5% for 2 years means simple interest concept. 5% for 2 years means 10%. 5% for 1 year, 2 years means 10%. So 1200 with 10% means 120. Okay, now 1200 for 8% means 96. For 1200, 1% is 12. 1% is dividing by 100. First, let's see this again. What is that 120? What is that 120? If entire amount is given for 5% per annum for 2 years, I'll get 120. If entire my amount 1200 given for 4% per annum for 2 years means 8% is the interest, that is 96. But due to mixing means the value should be in middle. Suppose I have a rice of 30 rupees per kg, other rice 50 rupees per kg. If I mix it, those two, okay, depends on quantity, you should decide actually the answer. Whether I taken 2 kgs of 30 rupees or whether I taken 2 kgs of 50 rupees or 5 kgs, depends on that. But whatever the way you mix, one is 30 per kg, other one 50 per kg, the result should be more than 30 rupees and less than 50. But how much amount exactly depends on quantity I taken. Whether I taken 30 rupees per kg, 1 kg, or 2 kgs from this side or 3 kgs from this side. So mixing should be middle. Here 106 is in the middle because with 5% 120, 4% 96, but 106 is mixing of 5 and 4. That's why the answer should be in middle. Otherwise, there is a mistake in the question. Now, what you can do? Take difference, put in opposites. The difference should be always positive. What's the difference here? 10. This difference 14. Right. I can write this as 5:7. 5, 1, 7. Right. What is 5 plus 7? 12. But what's the total amount? 1200 means 500 for first one, 700 for second one. See the easy in this. 500 for first one, 700 for the next one. Sir, both are available in the options. My dear, 120 because 5% interest, right? 96 because, so first one in this ratio is related to 5%, second one related to 4%. So 500 is the answer. Understand this question. I'll give basic method, simple interest concept, equation method also I'll give. But see this in a different style. This is bit faster way. you can solve, but you need to understand it's the mixing. I agree they didn't use the word mixing in the question, but if you sense I'm mixing, okay, two or more, you can apply mixes and allegations. Here 106 is the mixing value. 120 is purely from 5% interest. 96 is purely from 4% interest. But 106 is mixing value. So in mixing, we have to take difference, put in opposite side. Difference should be positive. Take difference, put in opposite side, difference must be positive. Take difference, put in opposite side, difference must be positive. Then 5:7 ratio, as is total 1200, 500 and 700. 500 with 5% interest, 700 with 4% interest. And I repeat, I mention again, so this is only when if we have idea regarding missions and allegations. No sir, that topic we don't have any idea, then we can go with simple interest concept question or method only. What is simple interest methodology? The 1200 is divided into two parts. One is x, other one is 1200 minus x. This is with 5% per annum for 2 years. This is with 4% per annum for 2 years. Now interest, first one plus second one interest combined is nothing but 106. First one interest is 5% per annum for 2 years means 10% of x. Second one 4% per annum for 2 years means 8% of 1200 minus x is nothing but equal to 106. 10% minus 8% means 2%. 8% of 1200 is 96. You have to calculate x value. 2% means 2 divided by 100 equal to 10. You got x value 500. See, first part is 500. So this is easy for you, for us. Okay, it's better. It's all up to you. If this is you feel easy, fine. You can go with this method also. X is nothing but 500. First part is 500. Second part will be 700. I1 plus I2, both interest together is 106. First one amount is x rupees. Why 10% of x? Why the 10%? For 2 years. If it is for 3 years, 15% of x. The other one is 12% of x. It is 3 years. In simple interest addition effect, 5% for 1 year means for 2 years 10%, for 3 years 15%. We can do directly like that. Or if you want, you can use PTR banded formula also. It's all up to you. I equal to PTR banded, you can use that formula also. It's all up to you. See this next question. So requesting all of you to apply for the PAN card and okay, update the photos in the CDS also asking for PAN card. In fact, passport also CDS company is asking while applying, but they'll give 1 month time there. Right now you just have that formalities to complete. So in summer or somewhere, okay, you just in third year itself have all these things. Apply for passport, yes. CDS asked passport. Capgemini required Aadhaar card while applying. Okay, so CDS is asking PAN card also as well. Accenture PAN card required. So all these things, please maintain. And when you are attending for any virtual interview, also first to check whether name is correct or not, because the team, HR team or technical team, while taking virtual interview, okay, they may don't know your face, right? So before, just know they're coming. This name is yours or not, because somebody is doing proxy things instead of you. Somebody else is attending the recruitment and all. So they identify that now they're asking to show your Aadhaar card proof. Is that name photo? This guy, is it matching or not? Otherwise, okay, somebody else are attending for your interview. They are doing some malpractice, so they are checking that also. Your college ID card, that photo, they're asking, okay, during virtual interview, first they ask you to show that. In Wipro test itself, it will ask you first to scan your ID card and Aadhaar card. And all scanning is required. So all these things keep in mind in third year itself. Get ready with all these documents. At any point of time, when you are attending for any recruitment, the primary things required is, if it is physical interview, okay, you must and should have minimum 2 passport size photos. It's required. It's a previous traditional thing happening. Passport size photos 2, resume 2 or 3, hard copies, soft copy in your mail. All these soft copies, hard copies must be, and soft copies in your mail you need to keep. Okay, and you're all 10th intermediate so far. What are the semesters you got? Try to get those. Okay, scanned copy and Xerox copies of that. Have those. It's required for sure. Okay, maybe I am not saying every company, but few companies will definitely ask. In IBM, your last round is just calculating your percentage. Last round is, okay, let's say they have 65%, whether you have 65% or not. You have 64.99, you are rejected from that round. They'll put calculator before you, they'll add all those marks in semester wise. Is it matching or not? Okay, so they want proof, right? So they will ask you to bring the semesters along with authentication, Xerox copy with authentication of principals or any higher officials, authentication required. Means that's the original one, Xerox copy authentified. So they'll check. Okay, your 10th should be more than 65% for IBM company. Your intermediate should be more than 65% or diploma, whatever it might be. So they'll check those details. So have these things, okay, in your mind. Okay, whenever time permits, try to get this certificates and all. No, sir. In resume, I kept, I'm certified in Salesforce, I'm certified in AWS, I'm done with Cisco, so and so's Python course and all. That copy Xerox also required. What are you kept in resume? Proof. In resume, what you will keep? 10th so and so person is, what is the proof? That copy. Intermediate so and so person is proof. BTech so and so person is proof. I have so and so skills. Certified so and so here. What is the proof for that? Everything you need that in a file. If you are attending for physical interview, soft copy. If you are attending for any virtual interview, keep that soft copy. Sorry, hard copy is required for physical interview, and soft copy you keep it in a system which you are attending or in the mail. When they ask, you need to open and you have to share your screen. They'll check. Screen sharing from your end also allowed while taking virtual interviews. So those all things required here. Okay. Now see, 1800 at 12% per annum for 2 years, and Krishna borrowed 1200 at 18% per annum for 3 years. What is the ratio of interest paid by them? Is it simple interest or compound interest? Not mentioned anything means simple interest. They didn't use the word compound, annually, half yearly, nothing, right? So 12% per annum for 2 years means 24% is the first one, interest on 1800. Second one here, 18% per annum for 3 years means 54% on 1200. So this is 62 times, 63 times, 38 times, 318 times, 2 ones, 2 fours, 3 ones, 3 6 times. 2:3 is the answer. Many people are worrying why simple interest. I said logic is that when they're not mentioned. Okay, I asked you people to solve 2 questions. What do people choose generally? You solve easy questions, which is less time taken. Okay, fine. So when they're not mentioned, we'll go for easy things. Among simple interest and compound interest, simple interest is easy. Time taken all less. Okay, time taken also less. So that's why they do that. Hope you are done with this question. 2:3 is the answer. See this question: a path of uniform width runs round the inside of a circular rectangular field 38-meter long and 32-meter wide. If the path occupies 600 centimeters square, then the width of the path. See, this similar question they asked in many times in TCS company. Instead of rectangle, they'll put circle or some other shape as well. Here we have a rectangular shape, and please read that line carefully. A path of uniform width runs round, okay, round inside of rectangular feet. So this 38-meter long is inside along with that path. Okay, it's like, okay, you have to draw the diagram carefully. This is a rectangular shape. and we have a path. This is the entire path around it. And now problem, see, this word is very important. That path of uniform width is inside 38-meter long. So this is 38 meters including that path. This is path. You have to calculate width of this path. And the breadth of this is 32 meters. And path area is given. Okay, you have to calculate the width of the path. Path area also given. Good question actually. Sometimes they'll give the width. If width is given, easy question this is. This is called path area. This into mark is what path area. This is path area vacant. And you have to clearly observe path area is in centimeter square, not meter square. Length and breadth are in meters. Path area is given in centimeter square. Then what is the width of the path? I think it might be meter square only. It seems it's not centimeter. There might be a mistake. We'll check that. Okay, but let's consider it's a 600 centimeter square only. We'll see. It's meter square clearly. It's not centimeters. Every centimeters there is definitely will get wrong answer. It's meter square only. 600 meters square. Now I just want to give the idea. See, that path area is outside rectangle minus inside rectangle, right? What is outside rectangle area? 38 into 32. Inside rectangle area. Inside rectangle area, what is the length? Inside rectangle length. What is the breadth of inside rectangle? Yes, 38 minus 2x, not x. That's important. Here also we have w, sorry, 2w. I taken as w as the width, right? So 38 minus 2w. Because left side w, right side w is there in the length. Here also we have w width. Here also we have w width. That's important, not w, 2w. In breadth also 32 minus 2w, right? So inside area, outside area, okay, difference between that is path area, right? So 600 is nothing but outside area 32 into 38 minus, okay, this big term 32 minus 38 minus 2 w, other one is 32 minus 2 w. Okay, so 600, okay, fine. Here 38 into 32, this one will get cancelled because of minus. So minus 76 minus 64, 140 w will come. Minus 4w square. And if we divide by 4, 150 equal to 35w minus 7. See, I can solve this quadratic equation and we can handle this. Or else the other way is you can substitute, okay, among the options and check it out. If I substitute w value 5, what will happen in the right side? If w is equal to 5, 35 into 5, 175 minus w square 25 will give 150. It will satisfy. Left hand side 150, right hand side also 150 required. Which option will satisfy? I'm going with option verification here. That's easy. or else you have to solve that quadratic equation. Okay, 150 should be written as 30 into 5 or minus 30 into minus 5, taking that quadratic equation. If you want to do directly, W square minus 35 W plus 150 equal to 0. 150 can be written as minus 30 into minus 5. The surprise thing is you will get two things, 30 as well as 5, both will satisfy. W30, W5 both will satisfy. Okay, but okay, as per the situation, if this is 30, W30 means length is negative. W30 means inside length will be negative. 38 minus 2W. So that's why logically 30 is not correct. You got 30 and 5 both as the answer, but 5 is only logically fit. Mathematically 2, but as per the concept, inside one length is 38 minus 2W. If W is 30, we'll get negative. Length is negative means there is no inside area. It's not possible, so 30 is wrong. Option verification, or else you can solve that quadratic equation. The result is 5. Similarly, they asked regarding circle also. There is a pool in circular shape. Okay, outside there is a path as well. So they may, this path is outside the circle or inside the circle. Here also, they may give path outside this 38 into 32, which answer different. Inside area is 38 into 32. Outside area is 32 plus 2x. 38 plus 2x, like that will come. But here path is inside that field. Sometimes path outside the field also will be given. So what about this question answer? A hemisphere of radius 6 centimeter is cast into a right circular cone of height 75 centimeters. The radius of the base of the cone is what? So what's your answer for this? The hemisphere should be fit into that. I think this is 7.5. Check once. I think it's not 75, 7.5. So hemisphere of radius. So hemisphere volume is 2 by 3 pi cube. This is okay cast into cone. Cone, right circular cone, where cone volume is 1 by 3 pi square h. Here radius is different. This one radius different. This one radius is different. So 2 by 3 pi cube, which is 6 cube, is nothing but 1 upon 3 pi r2. Height 7.5, I think so. You check once, it seems like 7.5. You need to calculate radius here. R2 square, that 7.5 is nothing but 15 by 2. 75 only. 75 only correct. This is 75, okay. So if it is 75, fine. So 2 divided by 75. Here we will get 6 cube. So 6 cube I am writing as 6 into 6 into 6 for calculations. 3 2 times, 3 15 times, 3 5 times, 3 2 times. So numerator is like 8 into 6, 40 divided by 5. Anything left over? 2 by 3 pi r by 20. Yeah. Instead of that I kept here. Okay. Thanks for the calculation mistake. 3 2 times 3 25 times. So numerator 36 into 272. Okay, into 4 will be 2.8. You got what you got? 2 point. Yeah, we need to do anyhow squaring, right? So 16 into 2 divided by 5, 12 divided by 5, which is 2 point. We have to do square root on both sides. Option A. Fine, 75 is correct. We can go at 75. Sphere, hemisphere, circle, semicircle like that. Sphere and hemisphere is there. It's like, okay, hemisphere, that shape is melted and they formed a right circular cone new shape with the same metal. You can consider like that. Next one, I think this is very easy question out of all. What's the answer? Length and breadth 5:4. Breadth is 20 less than the length. Here, what's the difference? 1. Breadth is 1 less than that. Say difference is nothing but 1. They given it as a 20 meters. So in ratio 1 is 20 means 5 is nothing but 100 meters. 4 is nothing but 80 meters. So perimeter is nothing but 2 into L plus B, which will give 360. Related to areas and volumes, perimeter, all those stuff. And any other questions, doubts from your end related to the test, please.